The 2024 Subaru Crosstrek Wilderness sounds like something you can rely on for the most challenging wilderness runs, and you're right. The Subaru subcompact SUV is worth every dime, whether you're into casual off-roading or looking for an everyday driver. The Wilderness model may not be a rock crawler, but it is wilderness capable, light, and, most importantly, budget-friendly. So let's look at 10 reasons why you should buy the 2024 Subaru Crosstrek Wilderness. As a wilderness model, you'll expect the new Subaru Crosstrek Wilderness to look the part, and it doesn't disappoint. The first thing that grips your attention is the beefy-looking fender flares. The off-roading Subaru SUV also has a more prominent grille populated with textured hexagons, which makes it look like it means business in the wilderness. You must admit that the wilderness theme has an overall pleasant touch, especially the bronze accents. Subaru has made the roof and roof rack sturdier for more cargo, and inside, the pleasantness extends there as well. For the most part, of course. A water-resistant Startex fabric lines the seats for durability. For some, the interior may look a bit more utilitarian and straightforward. But there are leather and silver stitching options if you need something classier. If there's one thing you can be certain about a Subaru off-roader is that it's a powerhouse on the tracks. Under the hood of the subcompact SUV is a 2.5-liter four-cylinder that creates 182 horsepower and 176 pound-feet of torque. So the Wilderness Edition powertrain remains unchanged. Admittedly, the Crosstrek Wilderness will not give you the thrill of pressing back on the seats with lightning-quick speeds. But it's sufficient for the task at hand, which is wilderness driving. With as much as 9.3 inches of ground clearance, the new Crosstrek Wilderness has one of the essential creds for wilderness driving. The predecessor Crosstrek model had 8.7 inches of ground clearance, so you can see how much they've bumped it. Better ground clearance means better performance on mildly rocky surfaces and mud trails. In fact, the ground clearance tops other off-roading subcompact SUVs in the market. The ground clearance combines other features, such as upgraded suspension and better approach and departure angles, to make it an excellent wilderness SUV. The new Crosstrek Wilderness also has standard features that elevate its value. For example, the new Crosstrek Wilderness has dual-function X mode with hill descent and symmetrical all-wheel drive. When active, the X mode adjusts the transmission, engine, and steering for optimal control and power. On the other hand, hill descent control allows safer descent of the hills without having to keep applying the brakes, and the feature maintains a consistent speed as you drive down the mountain. It also has a front skid plate and all-terrain Yokohama Geolandar tires to ensure you can cross the desert with ease. Most of the Crosstrek Wilderness model changes are from the Forester Wilderness. But the Crosstrek is lighter, and this gives it better agility on wilderness tracks and roads. But how lighter is the Crosstrek model? About 300 pounds. Perhaps this makes it quicker than the Forester, and given that it's much cheaper, it feels like a steal. According to reports, the Crosstrek is even lighter than close rivals such as the Ford Bronco Sport and Jeep Compass Trailhawk, and these are much more expensive models serving the same crowd as the Crosstrek. Just because you're off-roading doesn't mean you should persevere through rough riding. The Crosstrek Wilderness adds various features to guarantee a good quality ride through the wilderness. For example, the Crosstrek Wilderness drivetrain is revamped with a much improved differential gear ratio. This combines with other features to ensure better traction on slippery pavements when riding at low speeds. They have also retouched the seat design and added more cushion to make the Crosstrek models more comfortable over long, rugged distances. There are also more sound-deadening materials to reduce the vibrations and noises. For creature comforts, the new Crosstrek Wilderness has an optional package that adds a Harman Kardon amplifier, speakers, power driver seat, and moonroof. As a wilderness model, the new Subaru Crosstrek Wilderness anticipated that you'd need to bring a lot of stuff to survive in the wilderness. But what does this Crosstrek model have to allow you to carry stuff? Let's start with roof rails. Yes, roof rails. The Crosstrek roof rails allow you to carry as much as 700 pounds up there. Think of all the things you can bring for the overlanding camping trip. The front doors have deep pockets for loose items. You also have 20 cubic feet of cargo space, which extends to 55 cubic feet when you fold down the rear seats. Subaru has also doubled the towing capacity from 1,500 pounds to 3,500 pounds. The manufacturer made various changes to make this possible, including adding a transmission oil cooler. The new Crosstrek models have an 11.6-inch infotainment display with mobile connectivity. The base models, however, have a smaller 7.0-inch display. The Wilderness has a unique gauge cluster and dual-zone automatic climate control. It has front and rear USB-A and USB-C ports to keep your devices charged and online. Other features include keyless entry with a push-button start, heated front seats, and tire pressure monitoring. The infotainment and connectivity features are meant to make the ride comfortable and entertaining. The Crosstrek Wilderness has a stiffer chassis for safer riding in the wilderness. All the new Crosstreks come with a standard latest eyesight driver assistance feature. This widens the view to quickly pick up bicycles, vehicles, and pedestrians in front of the SUV. The Crosstreks now have steering-responsive LED headlights, which turn in concert with the wheels, and this is extremely helpful when driving in the dark. The safety tech includes standard lane departure warning, lane keeping assist, and standard automated emergency braking. The Crosstrek Wilderness will also have standard adaptive cruise control. The 2023 Subaru Crosstrek had a 5-star National Highway Traffic Safety Administration overall safety rating and was an Insurance Institute for Highway Safety top safety pick. It's expected that nothing is going to change in terms of safety ratings, especially with the beefed-up safety features and driver assistance functionalities. Considering all the features needed for off-roading performance, an affordable Wilderness model is not easy to come by. Fortunately, the 2024 Subaru Crosstrek Wilderness ensures you don't break the bank with prices that start from $31,995. But why is the price so average? You may ask. Subaru wanted their average consumers to have a feel of what it's like to own an excellent off-roading SUV. But there's nothing average about its Wilderness performance. The Crosstrek Wilderness capabilities have accumulated a lot of attention in recent years. Subaru has mastered the art of producing awesome off-roading and on-road models, with each generation having something better to offer. That means the current Subaru off-roaders are built on the successes of the previous models. And considering that these are affordable models, it's reason enough for fans to celebrate.